shows is the danger of lap belts to a child. So this was important to show why lap belts are dangerous to children and the concept of jackknifing. You see the child hit his head on the console, and that's essentially what happened here, other than Cheval did not have a bad head injury, but he was paralyzed. And so this is important later on in the cross-examination of Ford's corporate representative, because Ford's position was, this is what should happen. Lap belts are for safety of children, and this is the expected result. This is what Ford anticipates will happen. And I know it seems like a crazy position for a manufacturer to take, but that's basically what they said here. I had another sled test, which I won't play, and again, it's a later one, 88, where the dummy ripped apart, and it's shown going right at the camera, and I just show this to illustrate it and not take time with regard to that. But anyway, that was, some of the things we were trying to show and play, and so I'm going to skip through some of the timeline.
Question for you. These are very old tests, and you have information all the way back to 1967. Did you get that in this case, or was this something you had?
Well, everything I got was from other cases, all right, other attorneys. Ford, and one nice thing about these cases is I already had most of this information from sharing with other AIG members. And so I had the 1967 memo from the Ford biomechanic. I had I had all this, and all I had to do was show Ford I had it, get them to agree to the foundation, which I did. They fought to keep it all out. We had motions in limine on all of it. I was able to win that. We had a good trial judge, so I was able to get in some really good evidence as to the danger of a lap belt, and that Ford knew they had the technology and was using it in other cars, and about a 3-point belt, and that the cost was relatively low when it comes to safety. So I already had this, and in some cases, if you have good sharing, you're going to have this. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. So I had all that, and it was a big advantage. I want to play clip 6. Can you play that? And that's who we are suing and why.
Now, who are we suing and why? I want to go through the basis of why we're here. The first reason we're suing Ford is that manufacturers must make cars that are crash-worthy. They must keep passengers as safe as possible in a crash. Ford made the 1999 Ford Escort with a 2-point lap belt only in the rear center. Ford had the safer 3-point lap shoulder belt available. The evidence in this case will be that Ford had that 3-point lap shoulder belt available long before the 1999 Ford Escort was manufactured. They had it available long before the 1997 complete redesign of the Escort. And the cost. Was the cost reasonable? Yes. $9 to $12 per car. That's what was in the Ford safety guidelines sent to all of its managers, all of the Ford engineers, I should say.